2, 1. Yes.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
Hey, we are back.
So how about this? We have moved location. And we've moved location. We have participated in the self-quarantine, social distancing so much that I've moved to the bathroom and Candy is on the phone.
She's on the phone.
So
Here she
so
goes.
worried about
Yeah,
getting the corona cyberly
We
that
done switched it
I've
around.
moved. We done, she on the, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
For sure.
we had Carol Washington on the phone.
Yes. Carol.
And she's an author. What's the name of your book again, Miss Candy?
It is called Rules of Engagement: My Road to Leadership.
And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But first, we have to, because we left off talking about reaching out to our strong friends. So I want to just be transparent if I can. I'm one of those strong friends that have been through some mental meltdowns lately. It's been a lot. It's a lot. And I don't want to just put all the responsibility on the coronavirus. It's a lot. And I read that a lot of the mental health cases and the spikes have been as a result because of the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, people are confined, and when they're confined, they have no control. There's not enough space for them to be who they are. There's not enough space for them to be as creative or imaginative, and so they feel limited. People aren't calling. There's no feedback, and that messes with your mental. It messes with your psyche. So I read. Hang on, I told you I was in the bathroom, so I'm kind of confined.
If you flash this bullet, I will fight you.
It says, as weeks of distancing turn into months, many people are experiencing a greater and greater sense of isolation. They're dealing with the uncertainty of when and how the pandemic will end, the fear of getting infected, the economic crisis costing millions of Americans their jobs, which it plays a big role in depression. So, what can we do to get your strong friend healthy again, to reassure them that they're going to be okay, they're going to get through this? Logging on to cdc.gov, taking breaks, watching the news.
Yeah, that's going to really raise your anxiety.
Oh my God. Taking a break from watching.
Do not.
It's good, but it's good, Jerry, to watch the news.
It is.
Want to know the developments, but at the same time, it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. I say don't watch too much of it. Watch like the first half an hour, then the last half an hour of the day, and just be done. Like, you want to keep up with the news. You want to know what's going on, especially now with this pandemic. You want to be informed. You want to have knowledge of it, but don't sit there and binge on it all day long. Like, oh my God, I have to watch the news. Oh my God, what's going on? Don't do that. You're going to raise your anxiety levels to an all-time high, and then you have a nervous breakdown. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to cause yourself to be more stressed. Do not binge on watching the news all day. Don't do it. It's really going to mess up your mental health.
Yeah,
you're right.
I totally agree. What were you saying, Candy?
I said it's just unhealthy. Like, I'll do, I like to watch the morning news because there's a habit of mine. I think one of the things I did not get out of is the habits of getting up, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, and putting clothes on. We ain't sitting around in those stinky pajamas all day. You know what I mean? Like, we just still did clothes on the weekend, eat dinner at the same time. So I watched the news at the same time I did before. But
just keeping your routine.
Yeah. Then I just get stuck there.
Right. Being someone who suffered from depression, when you bring up the stinky pajamas, when you bring up not showering, it's another form of control. It's another form of holding on to what is familiar. That's my smell. Right. I trust that. I trust the smell. I trust me. This is everything. And that's a mental breakdown right there. That's not good. That's not a good thing. It's something that I believe for me is just, if there's anything that I can hold on to, I can hold on to that sense of comfort right there. If it's not washing my hair, not brushing my teeth, as gross as it sounds, but it's still something that, but yeah, when you're not thinking about being gross, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about holding on to what little you have left.
Yeah. See, I'm a routine person. And I'm not very regiment, but I'm a routine. So I try to keep myself, and not that I have it all, but I try to keep myself like on track. So although every day has been, it seems like Groundhog Day to me.
Yeah.
But when I get up, I kind of make it a good groundhog. Like I'm getting up, I do like 5 a.m. I got my whole little ritual, this 5 a.m. thing that I do. It's a prayer thing. And then, go back to sleep, wake up at 7, do my check-in at work. Then, I pulled out my old dusty treadmill. Now that ain't routine. I just pulled that thing. I was going to sell it, but
it stopped holding clothes. It was holding clothes.
It showed it hold clothes for me. Pull that out, try to do something like that, try to keep my mind. But I do not watch TV. But I've been watching on television on some of these things and social media where people are having these parties where people are partying and they're holding their drinks and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, that's bad for somebody that drinks, that had a drinking problem. Because while you're sitting there and you're lonely at home, because somebody said, are you feeling lonely? Because I'm by myself. I have my home to myself, and I have plenty of people that check on me, and I got cameras around my house just in case somebody want to know.
Oh God!
And a gun. let me get up close on the camera. And a gun.
I'm glad you said I will not be at your house anymore. But okay,
you don't want to do that. You just don't want to knock on my door. But but since I am here, you have to really get it into your mind, like what's a work day, and like Saturday, I have to, so every day doesn't run together. My Saturdays and my Sundays, I have to keep it together.
Look at God.
I have to get up and go, get out and do something.
Okay, I'm doing it. Get in. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I think God.
Oh, it's starting to work.
Oh.
Wow.
Look at God.
I'm hanging up with you.
Right. She made a way. Yeah.
That's a shower curtain, Kiki. I'm so mad at you right now. But okay.
Listen, what we not going to do is talk about my shower curtain. And this took you 45 minutes to get back on here.
You said Kiki for the bathroom caddy.
At least it's a cute bathroom shower.
It is
a cute shower curtain.
It's
not that cranberry one that you get from Barnes, from Burlington.
Oh, like Burlington. Those ain't lasting too long.
Oh gosh.
The Burlington ones, you got to switch those out every season.
Listen,
yes.
You do.
You do your Christmas one at Easter.
It's fine. I tried to change my background. I couldn't change my background.
What is that?
So
It look like two birds are doing it to the side. Did them two birds on the
side? He's hitting it. He's hitting it from the back.
He's hitting it from the back.
He's hitting it from the back.
Are we doing a demo on the birds? I'm so confused.
He's hitting it from the back. So we're talking about our strong friend. So we recommend for our strong friend that she gets hit from the back.
I told you that,
that will make everything all right.
That's the cure.
That is the cure to everything.
No.
Also, for your strong friend, being that person that has dealt with it, and Candy, you can chime in if you've been that person or if you know that person that has been dealing with some depression lately, even just due to this whole quarantine situation. Sending flowers, like the element of surprise, I don't know what it is that is with your that handles your psyche, like why your psyche is so open to that is the best thing. That's flowers, it brings up the endorphins, like everything is just, Oh my God.
But because it matters. It matters that somebody takes time to literally go through the motions to send you something that they're not even there. So all this virtual stuff is cool, but I could go for some flowers right now.
Oh,
yeah. I can go for some food, some ribs, to be honest.
Oh, he said, do you want me to take both of those bottles of wine back? No.
You got 2 bottles of wine? God dang.
All right.
I married him.
I got 2 as well.
I love her husband.
So, Sean, we've moved our weekly meetings to Candy's house.
We sure did.
But you still have to make bruschetta. You still have to make bruschetta and the chopped lettuce salad.
Toast.
Example.
Those of you who do not know, if this is the first time you're listening or watching the Hey Girl Hey podcast, we appreciate you, number one. But this is a time that we let our hair down and we just hang out. And let me just tell you something, Candy. And these ladies can tell you, when we're finished with our podcast, I miss them.
I know.
Like, I miss them. Like, I send them, me and you must never part, my kid. So I miss them. And you need that. You need that. You need that. As someone who, I don't know if it's me because I'm in the media and I feed off of that. Like, I feed off of the feedback. I feed off of the return, the receipts.
That's a lot of pressure too.
I don't get that in real life. So when I see them, I'm happy.
You could just be you though. I mean, because you're on all the time.
Yeah.
That gotta be a lot of pressure to be on all the time. Even in amid this crisis, you still gotta work. You still gotta do your thing.
You still got
taking your nails off, you know.
Wait, what'd you say?
Homework. I said y'all at home taking your nails off.
But I'm still working from home.
She's working, but I literally have to still do show prep.
Yeah.
I do show prep at home, and then I go to work and I do my air shift because there's an audience that needs to be informed. It needs to be updated and entertained. And so it's, and I don't want to make this about me, but there are people who really just want that comfort. There are people who
they're counting on you
dealing with that. Not just me, but they're just people who, you know, that strong friend that really just need that interaction. So if you can call them, not text them. Okay. Hey girl, and they may send you the voicemail. You never know. I was talking to somebody the other day, and maybe you guys can help me. We have 2 minutes, but they were telling me that there was a person that they were trying to reach out to, and they would ask the person like, "What's wrong?" and they would say nothing. Well, can I help you? No. And I said, so what that person is trying to say is, and if you're listening to this and you're that person, that's response is always nothing, or there's nothing that you can say. What we're trying to say is we can't translate to you for you to help us feel better. So what nothing means is there's nothing that you can say because we can't articulate what we're feeling right now. We want you here. We want you present. Yes, it doesn't mean we don't want you. We don't love you. We don't need you. We don't know how to articulate what we're feeling right now. So,
you know what? A virtual hug is not, we talked about that in the beginning. So it's nothing like, that's what I miss. I miss a hug.
Yeah.
When you go to church and you see that elder that you always see. Now it's that. Like, that's the new normal. You know?
It is.
That's not my new normal. That is not my new normal. I am not. I'm a hugger. I'm a person that likes to convey her feelings. I like to talk to people. So I'm not going for that. I mean, I'm not believing that's the way it's going to be. But and again, I'm exercising wisdom too, because this is not my new normal. But I've prayed about this a lot, and I don't think it's our new normal. We are going to get back to hugging and to be around people. So I'm not. That whole thing is, I'm not letting that get to me. That's another thing that's compounding. It's adding on to the stress. You know, thinking I won't be able to hug. That's further down the road. Let's deal with today. Like today.
I feel bad because I can't hug I hug my parents, but they're over 60, and they be around a lot of people. I'd be like,
Yeah, honey.
I love you. My mom be like, I'm gonna hug you anyway. Be like, Mom, look at you be hugging a lot of people.
Yeah.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk to Miss Candy about her book. And LaShawn, I want you gotta take look. See.
What you turn off that?
It's telling me we gotta go. We gotta pay some bills. We gotta run a commercial. When we come back, we're gonna talk to Carol Candy Washington, and she is the author of Rules of Engagement: My Road to Leadership. And we're gonna get more information about the book and how you can learn from it and be a better person from it. Right here, it's the Hey Girl Hey Podcast on Urban Media Today.